the one and only time that Senator Tim Kaine and Governor Mike Pence will go head-to-head, and it comes as brand new polls are coming out in the must-win battleground states. And John King is live for us in Farmville, Virginia, to break it all down. John, a lot of new polls from the key battleground states. They all tend to agree that Hillary Clinton seems to be building momentum, at least right now.
That they do, Jake, and it underscores how important this debate is tonight, and even more so how important that second debate is Sunday night in the presidential debate. Let's do it this way. Let's go back 8 days in time. On the morning of the presidential debate number 1, we were talking about Donald Trump's momentum, right? Now, we still project Hillary Clinton would win if the election were held today. 272 electoral votes, the dark blue solid Democrats, the light blue leaning Democrat. But let's go back 8 days ago, Jake. We were talking about polling that showed Donald Trump leading in Nevada. Polling that showed Donald Trump had tied or pulled ahead a little bit in Florida. Polling that showed Trump up a little bit in North Carolina, and polling that had Trump up and starting to build even a 4 or 5 point lead in Ohio. Look where that got him. It got him a lot more in play. We were having a week of this conversation 8 days ago. And we were saying we have to keep an eye on Pennsylvania. We lean at Democratic, but the polls are getting closer. We were saying we have to keep an eye on Colorado. We lean at Democratic, but at least one poll showed Trump ahead. We were starting to have internal conversations, even about Michigan as well. That was 8 days ago. Donald Trump looking favorable in the battleground states and making us have conversations about some of these blue states. Well, let's move forward. Let's take this away, come back to where we are now. As you mentioned, a lot of new polls out in the last couple of days. 3 in Nevada showing it as Hillary Clinton who was ahead out in Nevada. Colorado, 11-point lead for Clinton in 2 polls. Florida, a narrow Clinton lead in the new polling, several of them. North Carolina, a couple of new polls. Clinton is leading there. Now, that doesn't mean she's going to win them, doesn't mean the momentum can swing back, but look, Jake, at Donald Trump's challenge. Now you're looking at a map that looks very much like the Obama-Romney map. Donald Trump lost the momentum. He needs very much Mike Pence to do him a favor tonight, and then Donald Trump on Sunday night to grab that momentum and pull it back, because it gets hard when you get inside the last 30 days to change one state. If Donald Trump has to change 3 or 4 states, it gets very difficult.
Even with a bad week for Trump, though, John, there are states where he's still holding on to a lead, battleground states.
Right, and if you're Trump, you're studying this one, because Ohio has stayed consistently for Trump, even as Hillary Clinton has made gains in other places. So if you're Donald Trump, you're looking at this state and you're thinking, why is it? It's demographics, it's his trade message, it's older white voters. So if you're Donald Trump and you're saying, okay, we're falling in Colorado, we're falling in Virginia, we're struggling in Florida, I think you're going to see the Trump campaign look back to the Rust Belt again, because that is where they're doing the best. Now, Pennsylvania has moved Clinton's way. Michigan has moved a little bit back more in Clinton's favor. But if you're Trump and you look at the most recent data, Jake, this is still your area of strength. The problem is Ohio's not enough. He has to flip some others.